Good morning, welcome to Isolate 39. So as promised, today's just going to be focused straight on core. So we're going to go Tabata style, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 7 exercises, 4 rounds. Okay, so we'll begin with Russian twist in 5 seconds. 2, 1, go. So 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, 7 exercises, 4 rounds, which will give us 28 minutes. Halfway. Okay, in 5 seconds we're resting. 2, 1, and rest. So 28 minutes of core, and that's us done for today. So our next exercise will be iron cross, and we're going to begin that in 10 seconds. So it'll start off nice and easy, but as we hit about round 3, it's going to start getting pretty difficult. And we're up in 2, 1, and go. And there's no plank today, so we're having a rest from that. Again, today's probably another really good one. We might want some music. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so next one we're going to do is, well, I said no plank. We're going to be in a high plank position, and we're just going to be alternating each hand with tapping each shoulder. And we're going in 5 seconds. And 2, 1, and go. So keeping it nice flat back, just work at your own speed. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Engaging your core the whole time. Trying to stay nice and stable through the middle. Halfway. Five seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Then sitting down for bicycles. So it'll be 20 seconds forward and 20 seconds back. So remember to try and extend your leg nice and low, not quite touching the ground. 2, 1, and go. And change. Ten seconds. 2, 1, rest. Then we're on our front for Supermans. So just squeezing our glutes, tops of our legs into the ground, and lifting our shoulders, arms, and our feet off the ground, and holding for a second. 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds. 2, 1, rest. Okay, next up will be Spider-Man's, just be in a high plank position, and bring our knee, our right knee to our right elbow, then changing left knee to left elbow. 2, 1, and go. So we shouldn't have a really high heart rate in today's workout, but we will start to feel it through our core. Over halfway. Two, 1, rest. And then last one of the round will be crunches. So 40 seconds of max crunches. And we're going 2, 1, and go. Fifteen seconds. One, and rest. So that's one round gone, and we're going to do 3 more of those. So like I said, the heart rate's going to be a little bit lower, but we are going to start to feel fatigue through our core, which we should be starting to feel about now. And then it will increase as we go on, obviously. So Russian twists in 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember to make it harder, we can extend our feet, bearing in mind that we do have iron crosses coming up next. And then if we want to make it slightly easier, we can put our feet on the ground as well. Still aiming to have that rotation through the core, extending across and touching the ground with both hands. 7 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. And 10 seconds around the iron cross. 2, 1, and go. So hopefully we're still challenging ourselves with the iron cross. I know it's not an easy exercise, but as we get used to it, we're going to be able to hold our legs out for longer, keep our toes pointed nice and straight, nice proud chest, and then arms out directly to the side. If we do need a rest, put your feet down, a couple of seconds, have a breath, and then back into it, aiming to keep those feet nice and straight. 15 seconds. Last 5. And rest. And we're moving on to a front, high plank position with shoulder taps. So again, we can make this slightly more difficult if we want by bringing our feet closer together and also holding for a second with each hand on shoulder, and it's going to bring our core into play a little bit more as well. 2, 1, and go. So try and keep that balance through the midline. Over halfway. Five seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, bicycles, so sitting down, be 20 seconds forward and 20 seconds backwards. Going in 10 seconds. And 2, 1, and go. And reverse. So the old reverse bike's never easy to start off with, but again, once you get the hang of it, it's just like riding a bike. Terrible joke. 2, 1, rest. Supermans, so working on our back, so working on our stomach but working out our back. Going 8 seconds. Remember, we're just coming up, holding for a second each time. 2, 1, and go. Halfway. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and rest. And then keeping in the superhero theme, next up, Spider-Man's. So if we want to make this more difficult, we can go into that low plank position, but we're still going right knee to right elbow at the same time. And again, slowing it down makes it a little bit more difficult as well. There you go. Halfway. Should really feel your core engaging each time you bring and hold your knee up. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. And finishing round 2 off with crunches. And 10 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds. 2, 1, rest. Just like that, we're halfway through. Grab a quick drink of water if you want. And 10 seconds, we're back to Russian twists. 2, 1, and go. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and rest. across in 10 seconds. So this is going to be a little bit tougher, this one, third round. This is where we're going to start to hurt a little bit. That fatigue's going to start creeping in. And up. So make sure you're not slouching into it. We're trying to keep our chest nice and proud. Head up as well. 10 seconds gone already. Keep those toes pointed, try not to bring them in towards our head, but keep them pointed away from us. Halfway. Last 10 seconds, you got this. 2, 1, rest. Back to shoulder taps. And 10 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Fifteen seconds. 5 to go. 2, 1, relax. Next, bicycles. And 10 seconds. 2, 1, and go. In reverse. Last 5. And rest. Superman's in just over 10 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Halfway. Five seconds. And rest. Back to Spider-Man's. And 8 seconds. So I'm going to try to do these in a low plank position. Bear in mind, feel free to stay in the high plank. And 2, 1, and go. So if you are in the low plank position, try and get your back down and step into lift up to accommodate your hips to be able to swing your knee through. But try and stay nice and low and keep that flat back position. We're halfway. Two, 1, and rest. Then crunches just to top the round off. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and go. Fifteen seconds. Last 5, 2, 1, and rest. 1 round, 7 minutes to go. So let's go for 50 seconds on, 10 off because it's the last round. So we're going Russian twist in 2, 1, go. So 1 round to go, and that's 39 in the books. So if you're starting to feel this in your lower back, it's probably because you're slouching into it. So you're going to need to take that rest, find your form, or just bring your chest out. Stop yourself slouching into it. So side to side, 20 seconds left, we've been going for 30. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Well, here's probably the toughest one, on cross, 50 seconds. What do we got? We're going in 5. 1, and go. I just finished watching Tiger King last night, so can tick that one off. I think the Michael Jordan documentary is going to be next on the list. Maybe combined with a little bit of the afterlife. Don't mind Ricky Gervais, it's an easy watch. It's probably just as funny as the Tiger King. 10 seconds. 2, 1, and relax. Shoulder taps. 5 exercises left. And we're going in 2, 1, and go. So the closer our hands are in the centre, the easier it is going to be to keep that straight line through our midline. Obviously, the further out our hands are from our body, the more we're going to sway each time we take a hand off. "20 seconds. Two, 1, rest. Bicycles, you're really starting to feel that core engage now. Not surprising after 25 minutes of core exercises. But obviously, and go. Bicycles, 25 seconds each side. Forgot we're doing 50 seconds. It's 20 gone. And reverse. For 15 seconds. 5, 2, 1, rest. We've done 8 seconds. Let's Supermans. 1, and go. 3 exercises left. 30 seconds to go. Last 15. Five seconds. 1 and rest. So 1:40 left over 2 exercises. 10-second break in the middle. Spider-Man's in 5 seconds. 2, 1, and go. Thirty seconds to go. Fifteen. Five seconds. 1. And rest, 10 seconds rest, finishing with 50 seconds of max crunches, and we're done. 2, 1, go. Thirty seconds to go. Last 20. Ten seconds, stay with it. 2, 1. And that's time. Obviously that's a different workout from what we normally do, but I'm sure your legs and arms are going to appreciate it. That's number 39 done, so we'll increase the tempo a bit tomorrow before having our finishing workout for the week in 2 days. Cheers, have a great day.